Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief in a very beautiful city, all dressed up like a unbelievable, financially free upline and networker. Thanks to Japa and Dato Sri Vijay and their vision since September 8, 1998. So I am here in the unbelievable city of Dubai, which has become my home since the year 2000 when I first arrived here. And I'm in a beautiful hotel function room with the greatest of the warriors of Japa and Dato Sri from Team Knights. All right, as you know, Knights has been one of our pillars from the beginning with our warrior, Dr. Motas, who's there. Dr. Motas, say hello.
Hello everyone.
That's Dr. Motas, V partner Dave, Joel, JR Maya, say hello.
Assalamualaikum.
All right, and all the leaders of Night say hello, say hello. One more time, you can all say hello. All right, all the leaders of Nights, okay, who have gathered to spend 2 days with me and JR in Dubai. They flew in from all over Middle East and North Africa. And we are spending the next 2 days together. Then I have leaders coming from Africa and from Russia, from India, everyone. So this is our usual get-together in Dubai. So first let me do my shout-outs. Myself, Fashira, Atul Chandran, Shamin, Ramin, Tausi, Otman, Zara, Azmamar, Marwan. Marwan is here or not? AVP Marwan, V to you in the house. Devlin, Rakesh, Ginny, how are you? QNet official, Rita, Vicky Ras, what's up? Carla, apa kabar? Anna underscore KZ999, Kazakhstan. Parishan, Shavin, Zulu, Singapura, Tipa, where's Kalai? Alright, Swarna, the V official, Lorraine, Kalai, I see you. Alright, Lydia Lawrence from UK, how are you? Peter, Victor, Asma, I got to do shout out to Irish, to Claire, to Suresh who's always there, to Nasib who always reminds me, to Rasha, Agatha, Amia Bala, Urmila, Priyati Raj, Casey, bro! Casey, one of my warriors from the early days in Malaysia. Ramin Nadar, Di Kwong Su, Brijesh, how are you in Sri Lanka, my motherland? Alright, Lady Sarah, Ajay Official, Shaksri Pramila, Mohan Dreamer, Manu Srinath, Johnny, how are you, Apu? Amit, Renu Yadav, Dapsa, Vijay, Manam, Ajin, Shivani, Arpit, how are you, Apu? Rohan, Yadav, Bharati, Vanakam, Angel Brazani, Siti, and everyone. Greetings to everyone. Firstly, Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. Privyet to all the Russian warriors around the world of Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. Bonjour, 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 je t'aime to all the French-speaking amazing networkers around the world. Salam, alright, to my Iranian brothers and sisters around the world. Merhaba, QNet Parmesan. Vigets, hola, buongiorno, QN Europe. Hola, South America. Aibowan, Wanakam, Sri Lanka. Namaste, Wanakam, Namaskaram, Sat Sri Akal, India. Apa kabar, Indonesia, Hong Kong. Ni hao, China. Xin chao, and Menglawa, Vietnam, and Myanmar. Alright, good day, mate, to the Australians. Konnichiwa, Japan. And greetings to the Singaporeans and everyone around the world. This is your chief. Alright. Spend a few days with the great one, Dato Sri Vijay in Malaysia. JR and I decided to fly to Dubai with David Sharma, Dave Joel here with me. Adli is coming in a few days, Dave, yeah. I got Trevor here from QNet. And the warriors of business development, the V are here. And why I'm doing this, or why we come to Dubai, is my message today to all of you. I think one of the most important lessons I learned from Dato Sri Vijay in 26 years is that in our business, the most important thing is the time you spend with your team. Nothing replaces our conversations, our coffee sessions, our power of association. Don't forget that in network marketing, ultimately, the whole success of network marketing is based on how people feel. I don't think this only applies to network marketing. I think this applies to everything in life. And all of you know this. If somebody does not feel good, does not feel happy, does not feel motivated, does not feel loved, cared for, if they don't have those positive feelings, success can never happen. Alright? There are a lot of people who never made it to become a millionaire, who never made it to max out, not because they didn't know how, not because they didn't have a good system, not because there are challenges on the ground. It's simply because their energy, their aura, their emotions, their feelings were not in the right power, the right mojo to achieve that goal. I believe an unhappy man or woman can never achieve greatness. I believe that somebody who has lack of clarity, lack of happiness, lack of motivation can never max out. So if you understand this statement and you understand what Japa and Dato Sri Vijay did with me, alright, they spent hours with me to resolve my issues, resolve how I feel, gave me clarity in my life, helped me fight my only enemy, my ego. Because they understood, for Patman to be the best version of himself, Patman cannot have unresolved issues in their life, Trevor. If you are uncertain about your dream, you are unhappy with your journey, you are unhappy with the people around you, you can never succeed. I believe that success requires an ideal environment, an ideal state of mind, emotion, soul. Then you can succeed. Are you guys with me? So you have to ask yourself, what's your mood? What's your mojo? How do you feel every morning when you wake up, regardless of your results? How do you feel? If you wake up every morning unhappy, you will be an ineffective or ineffective upline. The only reason I can remain your upline, representing Japa and Dato Sri, the only reason why I can do Wednesday message for 12 over years and do this Insta live every Sunday, because I decided that when I am unhappy, when I have issues, like you, I also have issues, alright, whether it's your mother-in-law, no, I don't have issues with my mother-in-law. I have a perfect mother-in-law. You understand? But whatever issues you face, like David Sharma has issues with his mother-in-law, Trevor has issues with his mother-in-law, Dave Joel got issues with his mother-in-law, JR has issues with mother-in-law, alright? And if they bring that issue with their mother-in-law into their journey in QNet, you struggle to succeed. Because one thing you have to understand, we are human, we're not robots. What we do is a reflection of how we feel. So if you are angry, unhappy and depressed, your presentación will be the worst presentación of your life. But if you did a presentación on the happiest day of your life, Trevor, like your wedding, I hope it's still your happiest day of your life. Like your wedding, I was there, yeah. So if you did a presentación on the happiest day of your life, it will be the most powerful presentación. Because in network marketing, you not only transfer knowledge, you not only show the product, the company, but you also transfer your energy, you transfer your feelings, you transfer your mojo, you transfer love, you transfer belief, you transfer passion. Alright? And if you don't have it, you cannot give it. The greatest lesson I learned from Dato Sri Vijay for the last 26 years. What you don't have, Patman, you cannot give other people. So if you don't have happiness, you can't give happiness. If you don't have love, you can't give love. If you are not motivated, you cannot motivate others. If you don't have belief, you cannot instill belief in others. Do you understand? Because in this business, it's not about the knowledge. I've said this a million times. Network marketing is 99% your attitude, your feelings, your emotions, and 1% skill and knowledge. I think you got enough skill. I think you got enough knowledge. Work on your attitude. Work on your life. Work on your energy. Work on your happiness. Work on your mojo. That will make you a more effective upline. That will make you a more effective networker. That is what will take you to max out. Right? You cannot crawl in depression to max out. You must hop and skip, all right, with happiness to max out. That has been my secret. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not being insensitive to all of you beautiful morons. I know that we have practical problems. I know we have challenges. I know that this journey is not easy. I know that many things you want done may not be done because you rely on too many other people. But bottom line, my mother told me this, and I'll repeat to you one more time. You do not choose many things in your life. You don't choose your health condition. You don't choose how you're going to die. You don't choose where you're born. You don't choose your parents. You don't choose your nationality. But there's one thing that God has given you the choice, and it's 100% in your hands, your power, is to choose how you live, to choose how you feel, to choose whether you react or respond. Do you understand? And I was sharing this with Brijesh and his team the other day. The day you stop reacting, your happiness index goes up. The day you learn how to respond, your happiness index goes up. So what is the goal in life? The goal in life is to find peace. Is to understand and trust your master plan. To be grateful for everything and everyone who has impacted your life positively and negatively. And you're thinking, Chief, what if I hate the person? Doesn't matter. Dato Sri Vijay told me many years ago, I will learn more from my enemies than my best friends. I will learn more from challenges than comfort. I will learn more through hardship than a walk in the park. And he is never wrong. So there will be challenges. There will be difficult times in your life. The power is in your hands whether these things impact you as a person, spoils your day, spoils your week, spoils your month, or spoils your chances of max out. I'll never forget, one day I had a tough day, and I'm human. So I have tough days once in a while. You know how it is working with Trevor. Stressful. Alright, so sometimes Trevor gives me a lot of irritation and pain and depression. And I reach my house at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And if it's a Friday, my kids will stay awake and wait for me. And when I get out from the car and I reach my gate of my home, I stand there. I take a deep breath and I remember the words of my late mother, God bless her soul, that your problems cannot become other people's problems. Your challenges should not impact the people that depend on you for happiness, for joy, for love. So when I stand at that gate, I take a deep breath, I slap myself, the gate opens, I have the biggest smile, all right, and the perfect energy for my children, for my family. This is a choice we make. So sometimes challenges you cannot control. What comes into your life, your enemies, your, pain givers, is not in your hands. Don't be moronic. It's all in his hands. You understand? But how you allow these things to impact you and how long the negative impact will last, that is completely in your hands. So today I'm sitting here with the Warriors of Nights, with Motas, Mohanat, our beloved V partners, the uplines. And we have a decision to make. We are discussing our plans, we are discussing our challenges. And suddenly I was talking to Abdul Ghani from Algeria, and we were discussing some challenging times. It's part and parcel of our journey. And immediately I had to get on Insta Live to all of you who may not live in Algeria, who may not share the same challenges as AVP Abdul Ghani. You understand? Alright? I will never burden you with what I feel negatively or what I go through negatively. Because I told you many times, and I'm telling you again, the minute you got one downline or one person that depends on you, Trevor, whether it's your family or whoever, your staff, the networkers, you lose the right to a normal life. You lose the right to be depressed for 1 week. You lose the right to be angry because now there's another innocent life that depends on your mood and your mode. Do you understand? So in network marketing, if you want to help somebody max out, it is not technical. It is not how to max out, how to do presentation. It is actually very emotional. I think one of the main reasons I succeeded, because I have two uplines, Japa and Dato Sri, who consistently demonstrated unbelievable positive energy. They inspired me every single day. On my toughest day, I could sit with them and walk away with a smile. On my hardest part of my journey in 2001, where I lost my network completely and had to rebuild it, all right, they were there for me. And they didn't shower me with condolences. They inspired me. They kept me switched on. They motivated me, not only by what they said, by how they carried themselves. That I've been by the side of the founders, I think, during their most difficult time in their life. And some of you may know this period. And they still did not demonstrate any negativity. They didn't demonstrate depression. Instead, they were smiling. They inspired us, JR, during their difficult moments. You understand? And that is what makes a great networker. That is what makes a great upline. You don't have a choice. There are people who depend on you. There are people who trust you. People who have put their dreams in your hands and said, I will follow you. I am loyal to you. You owe them. You owe them. Are you guys with me or not? So I tell people all the time, to become a max out king or queen, the answer is not in the hard drive of your computer, not on the videos that Trevor creates, all right, not in the product, not in the comp plan. It's in your attitude. It is in your attitude, your mojo, your feeling, your power, your energy. All right, it's all attitude. 99.99% attitude. Are you with me? So if you carry a positive attitude, if you live a life of positivity, you will inspire people. Because that's what people need to max out. They need inspiration. They need motivation. They need to know that they are cared for, that somebody loves them, that somebody will be there for them during their toughest times and their easiest times also. So do not forget this, that your attitude decides your commission every Friday. Your attitude decides the commission of your downlines every Friday. Your attitude decides how your family reacts to QNet. Your attitude decides whether one day you will go on stage and announce as a max out king, max out queen, or a V partner, AVP, V council. Are you with me? And your attitude is the most important thing in power of association. So to each one of you, whoever you are right now, you watch my Wednesday message. I said, whatever you're going through, it's okay. Now let me take it to another level. Whatever you are going through, all right, you don't have a choice. You face it like a warrior and you put a smile on your face. You don't have time to frown. You don't have the luxury to be in a bad mood. You don't have the luxury to be depressed. You don't have the luxury to be afraid. You don't have the luxury of giving up. You don't have the luxury of slowing down. You don't have the luxury not to do presentation. You don't have the luxury to avoid the Rule 3 club. You don't have any luxuries. Because today, you have made promises to people, knowingly or unknowingly, that you will be there for them, that you will be their upline, that you will inspire them and be their beacon of hope. And this requires your energy to be at the highest level. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? So to my V family all over the world, this week, build your business with the right attitude. Build the business with the right energy. Build the business with the right motivation and inspiration that you provide for your downlines. Build the business with a smile. Because I will repeat to you the words written by my teacher when I was 7 years old on my blackboard with chalk every morning when I was in school. She wrote this statement that said, I complained. I had no shoes until I saw a boy with no feet. And some of you are in markets where QNet has an office, all right, where we have MCS, FC sponsorship, CAF sponsorship. You are in an office where there's enough support. You are in a market where there's no challenges. And you're still not building. Do you know why? Simple. Your attitude sucks. And when you have negative attitude, no matter where you are, no matter what product you have, it doesn't matter. Your attitude decides your success. Your energy decides the mood of your downline. All right? This is most important. That this business is built on relationships, on how you make people feel. And how people feel will decide their success in network marketing. So feeling good is a choice. Feeling positive in the middle of the most negative part of your journey is a choice. Smiling when you feel like crying is a choice. So an unhappy man, an unhappy woman cannot max out, cannot inspire their downlines, cannot raise other people. Are you guys with me? So this is your chief telling you this week, don't change anything. Just change your attitude. And I promise you, you will see results by Friday. Just live life to the fullest. Be grateful for everything and everyone that has come into your journey of QNet and life. Be grateful you are alive. Be grateful that you're not lying in the hospital bed, waiting to die. Be grateful that your house has not been destroyed by irresponsible country leaders who want to declare war on each other. Be grateful that you have not lost a loved one. Be grateful that your parents are still alive. For some of us like me, we don't have parents anymore. Be grateful that you have one downline, or be grateful that you got 1,000 downlines. Be grateful if your commission was 0 this week because you still have a chance to get a commission next week. And be grateful if you are maxing out. Be grateful to your downlines because you couldn't have maxed out without them. So if you practice a life of gratefulness, you will smile the whole day like your chief. I have nothing to complain about. Am I grateful because I'm rich? Yes. Am I grateful because I'm the best looking networker in the world, Trevor? Yes. But more importantly, I'm grateful for everything else. Don't forget, there was one point in our life, Mr. Sharma, when we were grateful we could eat 3 meals a day. I remember when I was grateful, me and David could eat 3 meals a day. Are you guys with me or not? So stop this bull sugar. Stop this depression. Stop this negativity. Stop complaining about how difficult your journey is. Instead, be grateful that you're part of Japa and Dato Sri's organization, this company, this life-changing force that the founders have created since 1998. And let's say you don't make enough money to buy a Ferrari, you still have benefited tremendously. Just by attending VCon, you would have learned more than your whole journey in university. Just by attending VCon, you will get more clicks to be a positive warrior compared to any motivational video you can find on YouTube. And in September will be our greatest VCon this year. So if you haven't booked your ticket, you haven't bought your VCon pass, please go and see a psychiatrist because something is wrong with you mentally. I want to see you at VCon. Sell your TV, all right? Sell everything, sell your mother-in-law, but come to VCon. Are you with me? All right? It is no longer a choice. It is a necessity. That is the only platform where you see the great ones, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, live on stage. So this is your grateful chief, your happy chief, your motivated chief, your inspired chief, all right? Saying I love you all around the world. Make sure this week counts. Congratulations to all who qualified for the Rule 3 Club yesterday. The next Rule 3 Club will be the first Saturday of September. For the qualifiers of August, I hope I get a bigger crowd. Rule 3 is my secret of success. All right, so remember that. Just do it. 15 presentations a month. Okay? So this is your chief saying I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you on my Wednesday message. And I want to tell all of you, Habibi, come to Dubai. Love you guys.